allopathy, this is not there. If you go to an good Ayurvedic physician, he may will tell you your Vata has caused this blood pressure problem. So you have to change your lifestyle, you have to change your eating habits, or you have to change something like that, before he even gives you a medicine. So the first stage of disease is when just Vata still on its place is swelling. It's becoming kind of too dominant. It's still on its place. That means still, let's say you get too much gas. There's no real Vata problem except you have too much gas. So nobody is thinking you're sick because you have too much gas. But you know, it is Vata which is aggravated already. Or somebody is speaking too much. He's kind of always restless and speaks too much. That means his Vata is aggravated. He's not yet sick, but his Vata is aggravated. So this is first stage of disease. Second stage is accumulation. No, that's already second stage. First stage is accumulation, second stage is aggravation, and third stage is dissemination. That means the dosha moves throughout the body. It leaves its place and it goes already somewhere else. So that is already when we feel very uncomfortable and we have some burning sensations where we should not have burning sensations like that, or we hiccups and things like that. So there's something already more concrete.
And any dosha can move, not only Vata. All the doshas they can move, not only Vata.
Well, all the doshas can move, but they need Vata as a helper.
Yeah, but
without Vata they cannot move.
Yeah, but otherwise they move.
They move. Yeah, but Vata is always somehow involved in the movement of the dosha. So then the three visible ones, only here does modern medicine enter the picture. Localization. The wandering dosha settles somewhere it does not belong. So that you get some, let's say your Vata goes into the joints. So then you get arthritis. That's an arthritis problem. So then you start to have pain. Now, for example, arthritis is something which many people start to get in age. So I got some problem in my hip and I couldn't sleep anymore on the left side because it was paining on the hip. And then the doctor was telling that you have this arthritis onset, which is a Vata problem, and you should eat walnuts. Just eat walnuts. And then I started to eat walnuts and the whole problem went. So now I have no pain anymore. I can sleep on the left side and I have no pain whatsoever, zero, absolutely zero. Just by having some walnuts, no medicine, nothing. So that was fourth stage, you can say. Fifth stage is manifestation. Physical symptoms arise at the point where the dosha is localized, that we are really a painful situation, an organ is really getting sick, and then you do something. Disruption, a full-blown disease, that is the sixth stage. So these are the stages of disease as seen in Ayurveda. Seventh stage is finished. So every so-called disease is a crisis of toxins, which means the toxin has accumulated in the blood above the tolerated point. This is actually not an Ayurvedic thing, it's more a naturopathy sort of view. But it's definitely going along with Ayurveda. The crisis of so-called disease, call it flu, pneumonia, headache, typhoid fever, etc., is a vicarious elimination. Nature is endeavoring to rid the body of toxins, so then you get some little fever or something. So basically it's just an accumulation of, in Ayurveda we say ama. Ama is the Ayurvedic word for toxins. And toxins are not necessarily things we are putting in from outside, like sprayed vegetables with poisons like pesticides or so. No, that may also be there, but toxins mainly come due to a weak digesting system. If there is a strong digesting system, then toxins are much less. If there is a weak digesting system, because we may eat wrongly or too much or at the wrong time or drinking cold water along with food and do incompatible things, mixing things which should not be mixed, like salt and milk, for example. We should never have milk with salty things. As if we have food which contains normally salt, then milk should not be consumed. This is a wrong combination. The doctor will make a list of incompatibilities, which is not yet in the show.
By the way, Swamiji, Pavel is asking every time if these Vaidyas will come before he goes, because you said the two Vaidyas will come.
Not two, but one.
One will come?
I hope so. You see, the problem is that the minister is coming, but you are leaving on the 14th. Huh?
He leaves on the 8th.
No, he will not come, not now. That is a problem. But what we can do is, I can phone the Vaidya, we can drive by when he is going to Haldwani, but already we are tight in time with the city course and all that. It will be difficult. You have to come back.
Yes, of course. Maybe with my wife.
Okay, good. Yeah, then she can learn how to make ghee. Okay, the Trividya Aushadha, the three types of disease management or therapies. Daivya Vyapashraya, Daivya. Following types of therapies come under it, like mantra chanting, or then Manidharana, wearing gemstones, then Bali, auspicious offerings, Upahar, gifts, offerings, Homa, Yagya, oblations, Niyama, observance of spiritual rules.
This is all what is these things for?
That's interesting.
What is the auspicious offering?
That's this interesting thing. If you look in Ayurveda,
for curing. This is for curing.
This is for curing. This
okay, the first two it's okay, but what is the third one, Bali, auspicious offering?
Auspicious offering is just that you give something to the gods.
It's sacrificing something like that?
See, there are several levels. Everything, there is nothing which is not in the Vedic text. Even offering animals, it's there. It's not that it is not there. We cannot. It would be hypocrisy if you say it's not there. It is there. It's actually, there are even guidelines in the Vedic text how you can ask the animal whether it is ready to get offered. You know, what are the signs the animal gives that it is ready. So that is there. So that's one way. Another way of offering is to the fire. So you give different things to the fire. And this can all sorts of things. There's usually something which is called samagri. Samagri is a mixture of all sorts of things which is prescribed in the text what you should put all in the fire, so you can buy it in the market. Or you can do it yourself. So that is a thing, and along with a lot of ghee, you put ghee also along with it. And also then fruits and coconuts and all sorts of things is offered to the fire.
For example, if I'm sitting in front of the chimney at home, put some ghee to the fire, it will be Bali.
If you chant, well, the thing is, there are a lot of rules. There are a lot of rules. How the fire has to be made, what should be burned in the fire. For example, if you make a fire out of garbage, or you make a fire out of sandalwood, it's not the same fire. It depends what you put into the fire, what is the base of the fire.
For example, you need special firewood for the fire.
Yes.
Yes. Just wood, wood. And
no, it's not just wood.
Here, which wood you use here when you do
mango wood.
Mango is not acceptable.
No, but there must be other woods probably.
No, there is other woods, but there's a list. You have to look in the text which woods you can use. There's not every wood you can use.
Do I need to chanting mantra before, or how it's?
Yeah. And then you see the fireplace has to be done in a special way. You see our fireplace. You know, this is how it is built is all according to measurements. It has to be built in a certain way. And then when you put the fire, oh my God, you cannot believe how many rules are there. There's so many rules. how to hold, how big the ladle has to be, that is depending on your size, then where to hold in the middle, at the end and all that, then from which side to put, then where to, when some ghee drops out, where that drop has to go. There's so many rules to follow, so it's not that easy.
Okay, not right now, but from my understanding, what is it?
Yeah. So
Next one, it's
upahar. Upahar is gifts, offerings. Gifts to pandits. You know, you give some to somebody who does the puja yagya, or to some people, some yogi or some holy man or somebody, you give him some gifts, some that is the...
It's clear. Without any rules, you just...
Yes, but also that there is rules, what to be given. And then homa. Homa is the yagya as such. Homa is actually the fire oblation. And then niyam. Niyam means laws. The niyam it's the law. It's the Sanskrit word for law is niyam. It means following certain laws, observance of spiritual rules and practices. So that is all.
In obedience.
See, this all goes very much along with Jyotish also. You're looking the Jyotish, what planet is causing the disease. Because if somebody is sick, there's one viewpoint is that he's sick because he has violated some vat, pit, kapha, something. But the violation has come about because he was under the influence of some graha, means planet. Mm-hmm. So you can also do the puja or the pacifying of the planet. So the whole thing has to be seen. The Ayurveda aspect as well as the Jyotish aspect, and then even if you want to, the Vastu aspect also. So in what sort of house he is living. Because even that can have an effect on your health if the house is not according to natural law. So then Priyashchit. Priyashchit is Priyashchit in English you call atonement. Atonement? What is it in atonement? Is it, you understand? In German it's Buße. That means you do something. You know, in the Christian church they have a lot of Priyashchit. They do something that, oh my God, I do 20,000 rosaries or things like that. So that's Priyashchit. You do some...
Atonement.
Atonement, yeah.
It's not good internet.
Huh?
Internet is not good enough.
So...
Искупление. Есть такое, да?
Да,
Искупление.
It's a redemption. Redemption. Is it?
Redemption, yes. Redemption is another word. Atonement,
yes,
redemption.
it's clear.
Yeah. Redemption. Then fast. Fast means... Fast doesn't mean that you don't eat. It means that you don't eat something which you like very much, or you leave it out on one particular day. You don't eat on one day certain things, you know, kind of, or you don't eat any... I mean, everybody can have his...
Okay,
Поститься.
it's a special diet when some days you avoid meat, some days you avoid fish, some days you avoid...
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Then what you try, it can only be one little mistake, and that is the first A, like Anna, Mai, that the A between N and M.
Now we tried twice, so we have only one attempt. So what do you suggest that can you so that we can
Regenerate the password. Okay. So the administrator password. Yeah, I just SMS it to you. Oh, I have to go actually. Satya, Yukti, it refers to... शोभा अब आ गया ठीक है हम भी आएंगे मैं आ रहा हूँ okay I have to go
Okay, it's 2 and 3 is
so
clear.
yes
It's clear.
we continue tomorrow
No,
Swamiji, they were asking if you, first of all, to get the drawings of the rings that they can see, and also they want to know. They said in the gemstones there is some scale of clarity and quality and like this. You know, if you can say for these stones what he showed yesterday.
not now I have to
No,
go
not now. Whatever. I'm just telling you. No?
yeah
Whenever you have time.
because it's
When you have time, then you
yeah
can.
maybe in the evening after we can phone him
Okay. Okay. Swamiji, you will come for the course? For the...
I'm coming back yesterday little bit late.
Later.
Так, а через сколько начинается?
Через 25
20.
минут.
Плотненько все, плотненько.
Так, пойдем тогда в тебе. Закончим начатое.